Hey everyone, so I got off track a bit and I wanted to circle back to what I was really trying to get at. And that's regarding a video that I came across for the second time. I'm not sure how many times I've seen that video because I've seen it quite a few times. And I've seen a lot of coverage on YouTube in regards to the vice president's wife, it's Usha Vance. I think I've mentioned her before. Pretty sure I have. And then Miller's wife, Katie? Is that Katie Miller? As you guys know, she's a woman of color. Both of them are women of color, or they have more melanin on them. And it's interesting how quick a lot of these so-called progressives and liberals, individuals that believe in equality and freedom for all, will mock people of color in any situation. If you're a person of color and you are conservative, it's interesting how many individuals, even within our own community, will be so quick to say something colorist, racist, or just share a sentiment or two or more, who knows what they're saying behind closed doors. And by that, I mean the white community, right? Because I feel like judging off a lot of the actions that a lot of white individuals demonstrate on a consistent basis, it's often hard to build that trust because this isn't addressed, right? And once again, it's not always going to be the white communities. Sometimes going to be communities of color mocking individuals. And do we ever take a moment to realize how damaging that is for our communities? We're normalizing something that the white community has normalized for forever. And we're acting and partaking of colonizer behavior. I don't know why do we always mock also POCs? That's something so common. But when it concerns doing the same for the white community, we are very mindful of that. We shouldn't, which is true. We want to be the bigger and better person, but we also perpetuate when we are mocking, and I don't care what party a woman of color or man of color is from. I don't care. That's none of my concern. People are individuals, and that's another thing. If we speak on, liberals shouldn't be criticizing America. And I'm like, no, because part of criticizing America is freedom of speech. And then at the same breath, as liberals were mocking and making fun of those, and I understand that it's not, you know what, I'm going to say the beliefs and ideas and actions of these individuals can be detrimental, but does that give room for this type of behavior where we're doing the very same thing that the white community has historically done to our communities, made us feel excluded from groups, and we're saying, oh, it's okay to do that and to continue doing that, white community. We're saying that when we do that very thing. And the white community that's constantly allowing, because I see this on YouTube, and naturally a lot of YouTubers will not have the time, the ability to monitor all comments, but the fact that they don't even maybe address it or say, hey, and then in the same breath, they love our support. They use our support for leverage. They use examples of our community for leverage, for acknowledgement, for looking cool or hip, with everyone because, hey, we're progressive. Look at my wife. Another thing, right? Something that we see in the conservative party where, yeah, they marry women of color so quickly and easily. But when is the liberal white community not doing that, right? When are they not trying to hang out with us and be part of our culture and but in the same breath are so quick to go online and say, oh, look at that lady. She's brown. Oh my gosh. And mock and make fun of this, be that brown or black community. It's very obvious. It's very obvious that, once again, they're not who often they say they are. Instead, they're creating this idea or belief, or putting forth this idea and belief. And often I wonder, is it just to generate more attention, more audience, more money, right? Because if you get a following, and it seems like, yes, a lot of white YouTubers are pretty popular. That's another thing, markability in terms of them, especially when they are so close to the brown community or black community, and they're speaking for us, and trying to align with progressive values that speak on equality. But then this comment sections, that's not normalized. Like, that's not really what I'm seeing. It seems like the normalization of mocking communities of color, or trying to still uphold white supremacy and Eurocentrism, is very much alive and present in your following. And that tells me a lot also of what you are allowing as well. So once again, we must proceed with caution when entering and being in white spaces, because I feel like this will always exist. This will always be. It's unfortunate that even myself, and I've spoken about this, I solely follow and listen to Black YouTubers because, sadly enough, there's a lot of dynamics. It's not even the white community alone. Sometimes it's also other minority communities that are sometimes even more palatable. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to keep it 100%. It seems like can be more palatable for the white community because, well, they uphold white supremacy a lot of times and these colonized beliefs and ideas, and therefore, well, why wouldn't you want a community or communities that are praising you, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, then, there's comments and ideas or beliefs, or a statement is made where it's demonstrating that you are also in alignment as a YouTuber, or as whoever it may be, as an individual, with white supremacy and colonization. So that's what I'm going to tell you all. And for those of you that have done that have observed that, or if you're from the white community and you don't even realize that that's happening, well, let me tell you, a lot of the community, and I'm not going to speak for everyone, but personally speaking, I've noticed this for a long time, where white individuals or communities of color from other minority communities, groups outside of the Black community, have demonstrated and upheld white supremacy despite claiming that they're from the Democratic Party, from the Liberal Party and community. It's interesting. Interesting, right? But not surprising. All right, take care. Bye.